Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. Let's get right into this because there's a whole lot. Married to Medicine, Season 3, Episode 3. Alright, now there wasn't even a whole lot. My girlfriend Nicole wasn't in this episode a whole lot. But just a couple little things. She got her information that she wanted from her sleuth to find out about Lisa Nicole. And I was laughing so hard because they kind of was giving it up in child. It was really like a blaxploitation movie, child, where they met up and handed things over to each other, and it's all like, "Thank you, sugar. Yeah, baby, thanks." It was real blaxploitation. I was like, "You all crazy." But he gave her the stuff. The court was like, "You know what? How dirty is Lisa Nicole's background? It's filthy." I said, see, you don't start shit if you ain't prepared to have somebody digging your shit. Let's talk about this. Now, you know I'm still harping on that fucking Toya and her accusing Simone of being a bad mother because she has no remorse for saying it. She thinks it's cute that she said it. She's trying to hold out that she's saying it. And then we keep hearing her make reference to herself about how good of a mother she is. Let me just point out a few things, okay? Just for this episode. Toya, bitch. How is it that your 3-year-old got outside without no motherfucking coat on, bitch, and you didn't notice? Let's start with that. Yeah, that's great parenting, Toya. Okay? And then you took them kids over there to this woman's house, to Jill, this new girl that didn't introduce Jill. She's the wife of a plastic surgeon. She's kind of cool. You know, she's cool. I guess she's taking Carrie Wells' spot. But, and I'm good with that, baby. They could have gave me anybody other than Carrie Wells, because you know I don't like that bitch. I don't care for that motherfucking Carrie Wells at all. So this Jill got a little shit with her. Jill looked like she like a little shit. She'll fit in. And from what I see, she alright. She alright with me. I like just, she's pretty sharp and everything. She really is. You know, she, like the bitch made sense. When that bitch said, "Hey, people expect me to be on point because my husband is a plastic surgeon and I'm like a walking billboard," bitch, you said a mouthful. And for that, I'm going to give her, I think I'm going to like her a little bit because that was a very real statement. And I kind of, it put a feather in her cap for me. So I think I kind of like Jill a little bit. And basically, if you watched and paid attention, Jill thinks that Toya is a motherfucking clown too. Sure do. Anyway, because when she talked, she was there talking to, she actually works in her husband's office part-time. And that's probably where Toya got the idea from. But she gave Toya very much a, "Girl, you're street smart, honey. Give it, and all the rest of the time you're a fucking idiot." But she walked into her house. Oh, let me wait before we do that. You took your boys over there to Jill's house, and that motherfucking baby was running around trying to hit the boys with the damn tennis racket. That baby's bad as hell. And you knew good and well before you took him over to that people's house that that motherfucking baby wasn't public ready, trying to hit people with a goddamn tennis racket on a goddamn play date, Toya. But again, you're the best parent that there is. The fuck ain't got no control over a 3-year-old. Go sit down. You are ridiculous. Anyway, and most up on the roster, now I'm going to get you and Miss Jill together on this, baby. Jill was at home. So Jill probably has a nanny or two. Okay, because they didn't show none, but she probably got a nanny. But anyway, both of you bitches was out of order because talking about a play date with wine. Oh, that's great parenting. That's great parenting. While the kids smack each other with tennis rackets and you bitches are sitting here getting drunk. That's cute. That's real good parenting. But, you know, I'm just saying. Yeah, Toya, you'll be up for an award, girl. A nice award. It actually comes with a nice orange jumpsuit and a title. Contributed to the delinquency of a minor, honey. When they sent the one little boy to go get the motherfucking wine. Bitch, I was done. I was done. Go and get, she told, go, honey, go in there and get so-and-so, and I'm bring that bottle of wine on back with you. So it's mommy juice. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor, but whatever. All that good ass motherfucking parenting, okay? Anyway. But then, did you catch it? There was a little piece of truth that slipped out. Truth by accident is what we'll call it. The first lie that Toya told, she walked through Jill's door. She was doing a lot of clowning over there in this part. She walked through Jill's door and Jill said, "Oh, your hair." And that bitch stood up there just as nice and said, "Oh, I cut it." Fuck you mean you cut it? Really? What'd you cut, Toya? I know you weren't saying you cut that old weave that you had. I'm sure you weren't trying to make her believe you cut your hair. Or are you telling her about the new bad weave that you got that you cut in that horrendous fucking 2-colored bob you have? Girl, get a fucking grip. Anyway, then she goes on. Here's the truth. She told truth by accident. She said, when Jill was reading her on the slide about how it's not so easy to work in your husband's office. And I quote, this bitch said, "I'll be fine. I'll do a good job. I do a good job at everything, and that's why he hired me. I mean, married me." Now, I done threw that one out there, and I'm going to leave that dangle with y'all. Y'all go down in them comments and tell me what you think I'm talking about, honey. I know my girls. I know you all are out there, and my guys, too. I know y'all are real smart, and y'all shady like I am. Most of y'all got a little shade in you like I do. Tell me what you think I'm talking about. One more time. I do a good job at everything, and that's why he hired me. I mean, married me. Truth by accident. What do y'all think I'm talking about? We'll come back to it. I'm going to say it, but we'll come back to it. This ought to be fun, honey. Get on down in them comments. All right. Moving on. Fucking tacky ass, stupid Toya. After you done sat up and drank that wine and then told on your motherfucking self, bitch. Anyway. Okay. So, Jackie and Simone. This was... Okay. So, you all know. I'll break it down. Whenever we run into an actual reality TV moment. We had a real reality aha moment on here. It was like a wow, and it was kind of hard to watch because I really do like Dr. Jackie so much, and I like Simone. Okay, so Simone went over to talk to Jackie. She's telling Jackie about the whole situation and the blow up with Toya when her and Cecil and the two husbands, when they all were together, and she blew up last time. And Jackie and her talking. And then they actually ran, in the midst of them talking, they ran into what the problem is and why Toya gets to Simone so much. And it was kind of like a clumsy discovery. It was so good to watch. It was really hard because like Simone's crying and then Jackie's crying, and you don't see that from either one of them, too much. So that was kind of, I don't know, and I think it kind of got me because, again, if you follow my reviews, I always have a lot of, I don't have a lot of issues. There are issues, but I run into a lot of issues that are things that have carried over from my childhood with my family. I don't have a really great relationship with much of my family, and a lot of it is due to shit that happened in the past that nobody wants to talk about and nobody wants to try to fix. So it just creates bigger problems, and now I can actually speak up for myself freely. But when I see someone grab something by the balls from their past and figure out that this is causing me a problem, I just think it's a good thing. If it never happens for me, because I don't think it's ever going to happen. I'm never going to reconcile with some of my family, man. Fuck them bitches and all that bullshit. But I love to see it when it happens for other people. So, whatever. That's what was going on. We got a real reality scene that really meant something, and I believe Simone really got something out of it, because later in the episode, something had actually went on. She actually went up to Toya, and she spoke to Toya, and I loved it because it fucking threw Toya off her guard. Toya was all ready to argue, fight, and fuss, and carry on, and do what she does, and act a damn ass, and Simone didn't play in, and that takes a lot. That takes a lot, and it threw her the fuck off her game. So it was good to see we got a real reality moment, and somebody made a real breakthrough on this. And in this case, it was Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie. I loved it. Another thing, what the fuck is up with Dr. Heavenly after Jackie? Jackie ain't done nothing to Heavenly. You know, I'm sure you're not still hanging on the ship from season 1 with Jackie. But she kept talking about Jackie in this episode. Did y'all notice that? Just kept on Jackie this, Jackie that. Why ain't Jackie on this magazine? And they said 900 times how unimportant that magazine is. What's the name of hers? Who ever heard of that? The last hers I heard of was a potato chip company. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I've noticed that the Heavenly had a lot to say about Jack. Kept bringing Jackie up. Jackie ain't even there. Jackie at work. Talking about Jackie ain't never did anything. She ain't never done nothing. Well, guess what? There have been 4 people on that Hers magazine. Like I said, I've never heard of the magazine, and I didn't know none of them hoes that was on the magazine. So really? Anyway. Heavenly and that damn daughter of hers. What was all... She be getting on that little girl's nerves. She really does. The little girl told her, she said, there you go again. You're doing it again. You're talking about yourself again. We were supposed to be talking about me. She just gets her right the fuck together. But she told the little girl, I believe you got to be a great public speaker to be a singer. Bullshit. When did you have to speak publicly to sing? If you're a singer, you fucking get up there and sing. Honest to goodness, don't nobody give a fuck what you're talking about for real, for real. You know, we love our Chrisette Michelles and our Beyonces and all. Don't nobody give a fuck what they talk about for real, at all. Better get the fuck on up there and chirp. So, yeah, Heavenly, you're doing the absolute the fuck most. Anyway, moving on. Dr. Simone and Cecil actually had a little conversation, too, where she apologized to him about blowing up on him. And he basically let her know. See, it's their way of communicating. He let her know, basically, that she really hurt his feelings and he's not going to have it no more. He actually made a joke about, and it was a joke, about leaving. You know, when he was like, I ain't going to be able to do that all the time. You know, you and that blow up, I can't fuck with that blow up all the time, you know. And that's what she said. Well, you know, the day that you can't handle it, then that's the day we'll just pack your little shit up and you go. You know, but I didn't put anything into that conversation. That is them. That is their dynamic. They are silly as hell. So I didn't put anything into that like they were having an argument or he was threatening to leave. That's just their dynamic because they're both real silly. Child, Cecil ain't going nowhere, and neither the fuck is Dr. Simone. Not at all. Dr. Simone ain't crazy. She not crazy. And I know every day that bitch wake up and look over at that man and say, child, I ain't letting him go nowhere. Not nowhere. And you bet not. You bet not. You better hold on, honey. Hold on, that bitch. But yeah, I like their dynamic. I like the way they handle things. You know, if they could get through their little arguments and little pressing situations with a little joke, it's cool. And that wasn't nothing but a little joke. I thought it was cool that they can do that. Lisa Nicole. She got really glammed up for the little event, the appreciation party from Hers magazine. Fucking Toya had the nerve to sit there and talk about her and say that she was overdressed, looked like she was going to the prom. No, the fuck she didn't. And no, that dress was absolutely, she looked good for a change. She looked very elegant. And no, everybody didn't have on gowns, but it didn't, I didn't think she looked out of place because she was an honoree. I thought she looked very nice for a change. And Toya's just stupid. Did you catch that motherfucking mall shopping outfit that Toya had on? She looked like she had on a fucking airbrush jogging suit with some pumps to match. She looked ridiculous. And sitting there talking about somebody's overdressed. You were really underdressed, clown. Anyway, damn clown. Lisa's getting all glammed up. Can somebody tell me why that motherfucker Genuine lookalike that she's married to felt the need to make an announcement to a room full of women and homosexuals that he had fucked her real good last night? And you're known for cheating. You're known for cheating, yet for whatever reason, you felt the need in your spirit, all down in your crawl, that you had to tell this room full of gays and a room full of women that you had fucked her good last night. Little suspect. Then you get in your confessional and you felt the need to let us know that you're supposedly carrying heavy in the bottom. Now, how many of us believe you? That's a whole nother situation. But I'm sure it probably won't be that hard to see because you're so willing to do everything other than what the fuck you supposed to be doing. You're always in trouble with your stupid ass. Then you're sitting there, Cecil and the men, Cecil and also Heavenly's husband, because they had a whole conversation about going to the strip club and all of that. That motherfucking Toya threw a dagger at Lisa. I said, if I was you, I wouldn't want to see my husband looking at no other woman strip either. I said, she is always throwing daggers. But anyway, they were talking about it, and Cecil was saying, you know, it's no big deal because you already know what it is. You watch, you get all revved up, you go home. You know, fuck your wife. Darren ain't saying nothing, baby. And Cecil looked over and said, I see Darren look a little confused about what the process is that you actually go home. Maybe Darren's doing something different. You motherfucking right, Darren's doing something different. You damn right. And he looked just as guilty, sitting up there looking simple. Darren get revved up and Darren sticking his shit in any hole he can find, honey. Just a damn mess. A damn mess. And Lisa Nicole, you need to be getting that man and stop worrying about Quad and what the fuck she's doing and try to make sure you can find your so-called big dick, honey. Try to hold it and keep it coming home. Stop worrying about Quad. Here? Anyway, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot going on with Quad in this episode. One thing I did think was funny, that damn Quad, she sit up there trying to teach Chloe and Kari about being patient, baby. She's trying to feed them cheese out of her hand. I don't know which one of them it was, honey, but, you know, them dogs don't listen. Them dogs are spoiled. Yes, they are. They're spoiled, spoiled, spoiled. And it might be the same, because it seems like it's that same one. I got to figure out which one that is. I want to think that it's that Chloe. I think she got a little attitude problem. She growled at Quad, honey, like, listen, bitch, you playing games with the Land O'Lakes, honey. Let's go. She did. She growled. I cracked up. Because in the last episode, she was talking to, I think it was the same dog, and she kept calling the dog, and the dog turned around and looked at her like, bitch, if you don't go on somewhere. I cracked up. I said, that damn Quad and her baby's child, they are funny. Her and them dogs is funny. And I am not no dog lover, but them dogs are spoiled, and they got personalities. They really, really do. Just like their goddamn owner. Anyway, let's see. What else happened? Heavenly did something else that got on my nerves. Child, she be drunk. That's part of it. She be drunk because she kept fucking with Simone. So, see, you touch my titty. Girl, nobody want to touch your fucking titties, you monkey. Anyway, she asked Jill, about her boobs. Did you get your boobs done? That was just inappropriate. She prides herself on being so up on everything. And you literally stood there and asked that woman, did she get her boobs done? I thought that was just as tacky. You ought to be hanging with Toya. But anyway, that's about it. That's all that really went on. Now, you know I don't like to delve into next week's stuff, but the shit for next week left me sitting like this, honey. I was looking at the TV. They showed the preview. And I said, bitch, really? Lisa Nicole. So you're accusing people of having lesbian affairs and throwing shit on them now? I'm a hole right here because I don't know what's going on, and I don't want to be going off before I see what the editing is given and all of this. And I'm really hoping that this is a trick or a stunt to make sure we watch, because I really don't want to be led to believe that you couldn't win the argument with Claude, so you call her a lesbian and threw a drink in her face. I don't want to believe that that's just how that went down. But we'll see. We'll see, Miss Lisa Nicole Annie. All right, y'all. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. You know how that works. And I will see you guys next week when we can find out what really the fuck is going on. All right, y'all. Bye for now.